What's up, guys? So let's cover on this topic here in this video. They are in a secret competition with you. And you guys know damn well that there are individuals that are in a secret competition with you. And for what I have to say about this is, you never want to get close to people who is in a secret competition with you, because real individuals, I have people admit to me all the time that they are a lot older than me, but they learn so much from me. That is humbleness. Because if you were arrogant in your own thinking, you would not admit those things. There's young kids that I can learn certain things from, and I'll let them know. It's humbleness. You see things for what it is. You give credit where credit is due. You don't be an arrogant person. You don't belittle people. You literally give respect where respect is due. Because if you don't, it just makes you look bad. Is what it really does. And this is exactly why I say you don't want to deal with people, period, that is in a secret competition with you. They're not going to let you know that they're in a competition with you. But they are. Because they don't want, they can't face the fact that you are more advanced than they are. They can't stand the fact. But these facts are just true. Some people got huge heads, man. They can't help it. I was always the type of person to give respect where respect is due. I see it for what it is. I'm going to call it out for what it is. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to belittle you. What's impressive is impressive. But the people that are in a secret competition with you, they're going to beat around the bush. They're not going to tell the truth. They can't stand to feel lesser than you. It doesn't mean they can't work their way up. But they lead with ego. They lead with pride. They're very prideful people. And everybody has some pride to a certain extent. It's normal. But they lead with that, which is false. They just can't give you the respect because they want to act like more than you when they're really below you. On many different levels, they are below you. They have not put in the work that you put in, and it's going to show. They can lie all they want. They can beat around the bush all they want. But when it's all said and done, your results are going to show. And when your results blow theirs out of the water because of the work that you've done and they didn't do, and they were acting egotistical and prideful the whole time and belittling you as if you're nothing, they're going to get pissed. They're going to get real quiet. They're going to get all pissy. It's how they get. I've seen many people like this, and I think it's hilarious because you lead your life logically sound. They lead their life like a beta cuck in their emotions. They can't help it. This is what they do, and you lead your life honestly. You just lead your life honestly. You put in the honest to God work. You get the results you get from the work you put in. And they don't get the results for the work they don't put in. They'd rather just feel how they feel. Which is like an entitled little pipsqueak of a person who just wants to believe they're better than you when you know what makes you better? Putting in the work. Putting in the time. Putting in the effort. Staying focused. Instead of thinking you're all that, put in the work. Because that is what's actually going to make you all that. You can't be all that in your head. People can think that way. You can be as confident as you want to be. And I think people should be confident, but you can't be delusional. You can't downplay other people's success. That's a bad sign. That's a sign that you're not going to really live up to who you should be. Because even when I was a younger kid, I would see people's success. And I'd have conversations in my own head. Just watching people on my own. How impressive it really is. But they don't do that because they see everything like a wicked evil eye. They just evil eye everything. That's because they're not putting in the work. You guys see what I'm trying to say here? These people in a secret competition with you, bro, they're not putting in the work. They'd rather be lazy little mutts and downplay your success to try to make themselves look better through no action. Just in their own little egotistical bitch of a brain. That's the difference. And like I said, when your results really show from all the work that you put in, which you will, they're going to get real mad. So mad. Because great results take time. And they're not willing to put in that time. But you're willing to go there, to that place, to put in that time. Because there's a certain place that us human beings have to put ourselves in to get those results. We have to put ourselves in a certain place, mentally, to get certain results that we desire. It's all about your mindset. It's all about where you want to go and where you want to end up. But they can think of these things, but they don't do it. So they're going to downplay your success. And they're going to hate you for being a tougher individual than they are. They can act all tough, but when it's all said and done, you could run them to the floor, you could do whatever you want to them. Because they ain't got the backbone that you got. They're the definition of people who can be the hammer, but they can't be the nail. They can give it, but they can't take it. And you can probably do both. You can give it, and you can take a hella shot. You can do it all. They can't do it all. And the fact that they're so bitter and stuck in their ways is exactly why they're in a secret competition with you. Because you make them frustrated. You make them emotional. They're not going to admit these things to you, man. They're going to try to even hide it. I'm telling you guys the truth. I've seen many people like this in my life. As a young kid and as today. And all in between. I've seen it my whole life from so many different people. People trying to shame me into being a bad person. Oh, you just think you're all that. Shaming tactic, bro. I'm respectful. But your ego's so big that you can't handle who I've become right now. You can't. I'm not a bad person, bro. We can have a conversation, but you can't have a real conversation because you're not a real motherfucker. That's what it is. And real conversations make these people's toes cringe. They can't do it. They don't want to do it. They're not about that real life shit. Their mindsets are diluted. They're not thinking nearly straight enough. It's their own downfall. They are their own downfall. There's a lot that has to be done in life, man. And when you're that person that you do a lot, you work hard, you want better for yourself. You just want better for yourself, period, and you're willing to go to that place to get better, you're going to have those people that's going to come around. You're going to have those people that you see them, because not everybody is on that path. A lot of people are not. A lot of people are content. They have this job, nothing wrong with the job, but they have this job and they're content. They have no intention on getting any better in any area of life. All they have is a job. They go to their job, they go home. That's it. So when you have ambition and drive and focus, you want better for yourself. It's all about you. It's not about being better than nobody else. It's about you. You want better for your damn self. People like this may envy you. When you have more than other people, when they deep down want more but are not willing to do more, they're not willing to go those extra miles, they're going to envy you. They're going to shame you. Oh, he or she just thinks they're so good. No. You're just using shaming tactics to justify your shitty attitude and behavior. Like the scumbag that you are. Like, seriously. You want to portray yourself as a so-called such a nice, good person? I call bullshit on that. I don't think you are at all. I think you're salty. I think you're a hater. I think you're in denial. That's what I think about you. And you can stay that way. You can keep that energy, bro. Go ahead, but I'm not going to come around you. We're not going to be friends. We're not going to be pals. We're not boys. We're not nothing. And I don't care. You think I care? You think that's my loss? Have fun. Have fun. It's shit like this, man. They are in a secret competition with you. They can't handle the true reality of what really is. Instead, they would rather their own little fantasy tale world of a reality, which means that you have not grown up yet. You're still the little cuck that you always were. It's time to go from a young cuck to start to develop yourself as a man to get better. And I promise you, when you have the mindset of actually getting better, you're not going to envy others. Because you're going to know how hard it is and how much work is involved. You're going to start to give respect where respect is due. It's all these little cucks that are going to disrespect you. That is exactly what it is. So, you don't want to be around that energy. You don't want to be around these people who do not accept things for as they really are. Because reality is reality. People get the results they get from the work they put in. There's no luck, there's no secrets, there's no pills, powders, or potions. You can't take a potion like in the movie Harry Potter and have some magical shit happen to turn you into some, I don't know what. You know, some sorcerer, some freaking, I don't know. This is real life, bro. That shit don't exist. But there's too many adults today that think this way. And you're considered an adult from the age of, I would say, 19 and up. It's even embarrassing to be a 19-year-old to have a mindset so cuck-like. When I turned 19, I got on my shit immediately. I got serious immediately. I took my life in my own hands immediately. No excuses, immediately. people's wondering, why you working this hard? Why are you so driven? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Because I got a plan. And I'm a man with a plan now. That's why. I might not have grew up under the best circumstances. Maybe if I was born somewhere else, I could have got easier opportunities to shine. But guess what? I'm not going to make excuses. And I'm going to create my own opportunities to shine. That's what I'm going to do. And if this isn't motivating you, nothing in the world ever will. Because you can go into your own mind and think in your highest self form and take life into your own hands. And you can go monk mode, which means you stick to yourself regardless of what anybody thinks, regardless of what anybody says. You're going to become the best that you're going to be. People's going to act funny. People's going to act weird. People's going to ask hella questions that are sus. It don't matter. Because you're on this path. You got a plan. And you're going to make it work. One way or the other, you're going to make things work for yourself. And the results you get, people's going to have no choice but to give you hella respect. And this is what it comes down to. And a lot of people too, when you get hella results, they're not going to want to respect you, and that's fine too. Because those are the cucks, which you're not going to get around anyways. Let cucks be cucks. Some people are born to be a cuck. But you were born for a greater reason and purpose. So always be in your higher form of your mind. You know what you can do and you're capable of in your own mind when you think in your higher self. You know what you can do, bro. You know exactly what you can do. You know that. You freaking know that, man. You know what you can do. So go out there and get the job done. Regardless of what anybody says. Who cares about these people that's in a secret competition with you? I had to deal with hella negativity over the years, especially coming from a small place in a small town. These people's going to try to take your soul, bro. These people are going to try to stop you from shining. They're going to disrespect you. But you're going to become so solid that you're going to run through these people like a hot knife through butter. They can't stop you. They can't stop the Less Express, baby. They can't stop it. They can't stop you from shining. They can't stop you from being your best self. But they want to try to fill you with doubt, with fear, with all these things, because that's how they really feel on the inside. So they want to project that onto you because something in their life made them feel this way. And it's up to you to think in your highest self, in your highest form, and get the job done. And with that being said, that's all I got to say in this video. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. And hopefully I can get a little bit of rest right now, because I'm still up. I'm still awake. 36 hours straight and counting. And I honestly don't feel too bad, which is weird. I'm not meaning to stay up this 36 hours straight. I just can't sleep. Insomnia, I don't know. I'm coming off coffee again. I think that's an issue. I just had a severe headache for the past 12 hours. It's not bad right now because I took some Tylenol. But I think it was coffee again, bro. That's the worst thing about drinking coffee. You're probably going to go through withdrawals, at least at some point, from drinking as much coffee as you do if you're a coffee lover. It happens to me every damn time. I'll quit coffee for a long ass time, up to half a year to a year. And all of a sudden I'll start drinking again at a left field, and Oh yeah, it's great. And all of a sudden, months after drinking it, you'll hit that day where it just hits you. You just get restless. You can't sleep. And you know it's because of coffee. Now you have to stop drinking it, and now you get this bad headache from caffeine withdrawal. Terrible. One of the worst headaches you get is from that, man. It sucks. You can't sleep. You're tossing and turning. Your temples, both of them are just throbbing. It sucks. That's the worst thing with coffee. My recommendation, honestly, is to not drink full black coffees, because that's what I do when I drink coffee. I don't add milk, sugar, nothing. But what I recommend is drinking iced coffees, because they do put a little bit of cream and a little milk and stuff in it, and it makes it not as strong, obviously, as a full black coffee, because I feel it's just too much caffeine for me personally over time, and it's going to end up hitting me. If I drink a coffee here and there, it's not going to do nothing, but if you consistently drink full black coffees every day, it becomes a lot, man, and it's going to end up catching up to you, and you're going to come down crashing. But it's never happened to me in my life from drinking iced coffee, and iced coffees are better than those. It's just that black coffee's a lot cheaper. But iced coffees are hella good. But anyways, man, I'm out with this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow.